Resident Evil 4, widely acknowledged as one of the best horror survival games of its time. Praised for its ingenious atmosphere, action-packed moments, creative boss fights, and semi-interesting story, and of course its awesome and sexy main protagonist, Leon Kennedy. Chances are either you, because you've clicked on this video, or someone you know loves this game and's played it to death. It's been re-released across all kinds of platforms since 2004, or at least I think it came out in 2004. I actually own a lot of different editions and variants of this game. All of them are pretty cool. I started out with the Wii one, and I think the motion controls actually work really well for that one. I've played the GameCube one a little bit, didn't beat it on that one because I don't like the controls on that one as much, but the red case is cool. And obviously you got the one on the PS5, which I didn't like at first, but now I think I like the remake a little bit better than the HD remaster on the Switch. I don't know, it really is hard to say which one is better. The remake is definitely more fine-tuned and stuff with the merchant being able to craft ammo, but I'm pretty sure they did cut a little bit of content in the new one. They also added in some new content, so it's hard to say which one is better. Let me know which one you think is better down in the comments section. As I mentioned earlier, a big reason why people love RE4 so much is because of the main protagonist, Leon. I mean, I even tried to copy his hairstyle unsuccessfully back in the day. Kind of got like messed up in the wind really easily. But anyways, I'm sure any fans of the Resident Evil series lately have realized that the later games just really aren't all that fun. So I thought for this video I'd think of a new idea that takes Leon Kennedy from his prime, like he was in Resident Evil 4, and puts him in a new situation where the events are happening like maybe like a couple months after this game happened, like in the timeline. So that's the video for today, guys. Resident Evil Paradise. So remember when Ashley asked Leon on the jet ski if they wanted to do some overtime, quote unquote? Then Leon was like, nah, you know, I'm a respectable man. Well, in this game's timeline, he actually got back and beat the fuzz off of that thing. So him and Ashley, they're together. Let's say they're going on a vacation a couple months after Resident Evil 4. They go to some nice resort, not in Mexico. Okay, so let's say he goes to Japan. Some like, you know, that sounds like a cool place for a video game. So he'll start out on the resort. Everything's cool, they're chilling. But then somehow, as they're going throughout their day, there'll probably be a couple cutscenes and everything. But somehow a little bit of that plagos, or it could be a new vaccine. I mean, not vaccine, but infection. Like some like infected bat like goes in and bites someone. But anyways, one of the people turns into a zombie and then starts like roaming around the thing. And then he starts biting other people. And then the resort, like in the cutscenes, Leon will be like, what the heck? Like he'll notice things starting to go wrong and he'll be like, oh shoot. And then suddenly they'll be like getting chased through the hotel and they'll like jump out some windows. And basically that'll be like your first main thing. And keep in mind, Ashley is with you this entire time. Now, I don't know for this game, I haven't really thought it out. Should Ashley be with you the entire time? Should she get taken away in the first cutscene? Or should it be kind of like RE4 where she's with you and she's without you? I'm thinking the last one. She's with you sometimes, she's without you sometimes. It gives you some variety. So she's with you the first time. And in my game, I have a new thingy. She has some kind of ability to make her more useful. So I'm thinking she'll have some kind of healing power. It'll have a cooldown, so it won't be, you know, overpowered. Or if you want to get more creative than healing, maybe like something that like slows enemies down, or I don't know, like maybe Tears of the Kingdom stuff, like abilities like that. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments what ability would make sense for Ashley. So anyway, sounds pretty cool, right? You're shooting zombies at the pool, through the tennis court, and then you slowly make your way to the rooftop of the hotel to try to find an escape. And that's where you can like meet your first boss. I don't know who it would be, obviously. Maybe like the hotel manager turned into a monster. Like, I don't have a lot of like game design stuff like that figured out yet. This is just like a loose plan. But anyways, you're about to like take off in like the helicopter jet that they have up there for whatever reason. Well, actually, let's just say you get to it. You kill the boss and you get to the helicopter and you're like, alright, we gotta get to the main city of Tokyo. Which would be like this kind of the second portion of the game. Because like Resident Evil 4 was divided into the first part where you're in the villages, second part castle, third part island. So I'm thinking first part could be the resort. And obviously what I said just now was pretty short, so there'd be more content in the resort. And there could even be some like mini games. Like remember in Final Fantasy when they have like the darts mini game? There could be like a tennis mini game where you get to play tennis with Ashley, or shoot baskets at the hoop, or well, swimming would be kind of hard to turn into a mini game. But there'd be other stuff to do around the resort is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, let's get into the city part. So anyways, let's say they crash land into Tokyo on their plane, barely get out. And in the cool version, there'd be like a Mario collab with like Nintendo IP, some anime characters, and they're all zombies. And Leon has to kill them all. But I don't think Capcom is going to be able to pull that one out. So we'll just say it's kind of like Resident Evil 2. Remember when they're in the city during that first part of the game? I didn't get too far in that game because I didn't like it. But you know, he's just wandering around doing his thing, different quests. I don't know, the game developers could make this part pretty fun. I'm just giving them like a loose outline. You know, it'd be Tokyo, so there's tons of cool stuff. Maybe have some like samurai zombies or something like that. But they could go crazy with it, you know? I'm gonna give them some freedom on this part. So anyways, in the city, you'd meet some like, I think a cool thing to do would have like a Japanese police officer. He like was the last one to survive. So you and him talk and get together. He'd be kind of like Louise. Yeah. So that would happen. So anyways, I just came up with a good idea. So I'm thinking the final boss for the game is some kind of alien. So we're scrapping that part earlier where I said like a bit of the Las Plagas escaped. We're gonna say like a meteorite flies in front of Leon and Ashley when they're chilling at the pool and they're like, what the heck is that? It has alien parasites that infect you. Because obviously like Mario Galaxy is pretty cool, so I think I'm gonna implement a space part into this game later on. But anyways, you and the cop in the city, you're trying to find different clues about the aliens and why they came here, why they're infecting everyone. So eventually you like fight the alien's second-hand man. You know, like the second in command at the end of the city fight, which I have no clue who that'd look like, but we'll figure that out later. And then you go on to the third part of the game. Oh yeah, and since the side characters usually have to die, then the cop would get like brutally probed in front of you, like to death, and then you'd avenge his death with the boss. Just thought I'd add that in. So for the third part of the game, the alien ship crash landed on this like island. It's like this small island off the coast of Japan. I don't know if it's actually there in real life, but we'll just say it. So it'll be like rainforest and stuff, and that'll be cool. It'll be like zombie poison dart frogs and cheetahs and lions. So on the island part, instead of like people that have been infected, it'll be more focused on animals like gorillas, rhinos, cheetahs, anything you can think of, like cool animals. I think that'd be cool, running through the island, exploring temples. Maybe there are some natives that have gotten infected too. And on the way to the island, you'll be in a boat. And you can also like try to take down like a giant whale or killer shark. So anyways, you've gotten to the island. We'll say there's another side character, because I think side characters are pretty cool, making the game a little more interesting. So maybe it's like some kind of one of the locals that is infected, they guide you around, or maybe some like special parrot that like got made super smart by the aliens, and it's like the crows from Demon Slayer that can talk and guide you. But they guide you throughout the island, showing you secrets, you're upgrading your weapons, and you can get like cool stuff like poison bullets and stuff like that, and there'll be tons of new guns in the game while bringing back some old classics. And upgrading them and stuff, it'll be more like in the first game. In the second game, like, I feel like it was a little harder to upgrade. But I did like being able to upgrade my knife. My knife attack was strong, especially after I got Krauser's knife. But anyways, at the end of the island, you'll face another boss, and then after you get the boss, you'll take the boss's spaceship and go into space for the final section, the alien base in space. So the space idea may be getting a little bit ambitious. I really couldn't tell you. Capcom, if you're listening to this, you can decide if you want it to end at the island or to go into space and go to the alien thing. So now, on the space thing, it'd be kind of like more of a Dead Space thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you get some special alien blasters. I'm sure Leon would have to put on a spacesuit. And we'll say at this point, Ashley did get taken on the island, so you got to get her back from the space base. Anyways, you're doing all the cool space stuff, shenanigans, you're fighting people. The one thing I didn't like about Dead Space was all like the narrow quarters that all look the same, and like a lot of the environment looked the same. So there'd be some bigger rooms, there'd be different ways to distinguish. And I mean, with the 4K visuals, this area could look really cool, especially like outside the windows and stuff. But anyways, you'd eventually get to the boss, kill the boss, blow up the entire spaceship, but before you do, take this special USB device. So you go back, you and Ashley decide to get married after all that you've been through, so it's a cool, happy ending. Maybe you crank out a couple kids, I don't know. But the part that sets it up for the sequel is what's on the hard drive. You look at it, and you're taken aback, because it's a bunch of R34 Brawl Stars people like Piper and... Nah, I'm just playing. It's the aliens' planet. And it seems super advanced, and they have cures for all kinds of diseases like cancer, erectile dysfunction, and type 2 diabetes. So I think in the next game after, I may be getting ahead of myself here, but Leon invades the aliens planet. So let me know if y'all want a little concept video on that thing. Before I get off of here, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out for watching till the end, because watch time matters a lot. Also, if you guys could like, comment, subscribe even, that could also help out, because that stuff matters. Anyways, I am also adopting one orphan for every like this video gets, so if not for me, do it for them. And also, I did some awesome videos recently, one about which Mario characters have the most aura, most recent, and I did an unboxing and review of that RE4 Collector's Edition way back in the day. I'm too lazy to link them up here, but one of them said last video and the other one ain't that too far back, so just scroll a little bit. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, and catch you on the flippity flip.